Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. Loving this absolutely beautiful day. Sun just glowing away. And today I wanted to talk about our mental disposition. You know, we carry many beliefs, and these are dictating so much of our experience in our life. You know, the song came up today, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it all. You know, it's really true what we can believe, we can achieve. And I feel like so many people, you know, they really don't have a belief in themselves that they can, you know, live a life that they really want to live. And so many times, you know, we end up settling for a mediocre life. But we have so much potential as human beings. I feel like some people just aren't, you know, given that sort of spark to show them, you know, that anything is possible. I've been speaking, you know, more lately in my videos about our education system and, you know, how we all, you know, get led onto this track in our lives from such an early age. And so sometimes maybe it feels like there are only, you know, certain limited options for us. Maybe we feel like, you know, there's particular sectors that we can go and join and follow. But really, you know, think about some people who go beyond that and they really create something brand new that's never been thought of before, that's never been done. You know, instead of going and joining some company or getting some job that's available, we can create our own. We can create something brand new. It just takes, you know, opening ourselves up to the infinite possibilities in this life. You know, creativity is just making new connections, right? They say there's nothing new under the sun. But human beings are so good at taking all of these resources and creating something new by trying different combinations. And so there's still an infinite amount of combinations that haven't been tried yet. That's what's so beautiful about life, right? You know, the concept of infinity is that it's never ending. And that's the boundlessness of our creativity. It's never ending. But sometimes we hold beliefs that are so limiting for us. And so we only end up, keeping a very narrow vision. And so if we want to experience more in this life, it starts with opening that vision and starting to see and realize, that vastness of untapped potential. And they say in the Bible, ask and ye shall receive. And this is true on such a deep level, right? Sometimes we're asking for things and we don't even know it. Right? Our vibe, our energy is asking. We're attracting things into our life based on our mental disposition, based on our, vibrational imprint. And this is, based on our belief system that we carry. And I wanted to give an example, of sometimes kind of hurting ourselves. I used to, not like my nose when I was younger. I didn't like the curve in my nose. And I remember wishing that I had a different nose, that it was, more flat. And I think I've spoken about it in one of my videos, but one time I was hanging out with my friend and his roommate came in and he was super drunk and he was mixing it with, this heavy medication that he was taking. He wasn't in a healthy state of mind at all, and out of nowhere he just punched me directly in the face, right in the nose, and broke it really bad. And I had to get multiple surgeries on my nose because it wasn't healing properly. And so, hey, maybe it didn't have anything to do with those wishes, and maybe it did. But what if we can really, ask for something greater in our lives? I think so often people are just afraid to ask because they don't believe that they'll get it. Maybe we've been met with disappointment before in our lives, and so we just kind of give up, and we don't truly believe that we can have what we ask for. But I wanted to speak about faith. Faith plays such a key role in this life sometimes, and I think we can all use a little more faith. It can be tough because faith is, putting that energy, putting that belief towards something that you can't see, right? And we've all heard that saying, seeing is believing. But sometimes believing is seeing. And if we can, have faith that something different can happen in our lives, that it doesn't always have to go the same way as it's been going, then maybe that's the key that we need to open up the doors to new experiences, right? And I was just texting my buddy from work and talking about, you know, every situation that challenges us is an opportunity to grow, you know, to test us. And sometimes things don't work out exactly the way we would like, but you know, when one door closes, you know, a window opens, a window of opportunity. And I've noticed that, you know, so many times in my life. And I wanted to talk about, you know, my love for music. And before, you know, I would want to do my own recording, but I didn't have a microphone of my own. I was blessed enough to have an amazing friend that helped me record my first project. I'm really thankful for him. Shout out to Tactics. Thank you so much for helping me. But for so long, you know, I was just kind of wishing that I would have one. And then I started to, you know, learn about the power of visualization and everything. And I started to visualize myself. You know, I would visualize actually picking out a microphone and bringing it home and starting to use it and record. And, you know, I started to work hard for it. I realized it wasn't free, so there was a moment of, you know, a shift in my life where I stopped being lazy and I started to really push myself more to work for what I wanted. And I had many nights, you know, where I would come home from work extremely exhausted, you know, feeling like, you know, what am I doing with my life? Why is it so challenging? Almost wanting to give up, but I had faith that the hard work was leading to something better. And I just surrendered and said, you know what? I know this is leading to something better, and I'll just continue on this path. And I, you know, saved up enough to buy my own equipment, my own microphone. And it's so exciting, you know. Recently I got a temporary layoff from my job because of this whole lockdown situation. And once again, you know, it's that same thing. That door closed, but it opened up this window of opportunity to start really putting my time and focus into making music. And so there's a blessing hidden in every so-called curse, right? And now I have the time and the energy to put towards doing what I really love, what I'm really passionate about. So I'm thankful, you know, for that door closing when it did. And I'm thankful, you know, for the power of my mind, and I know that I have such a great power. It just takes a shift in our mindset sometimes to open ourselves up to our capabilities. And so I want to extend, that energy towards anyone watching this, that you can do whatever you want in this life. Start to get clear, start to have a vision for what you truly want to experience in this life and what you want to become. And realize that it might take some work. It might take some struggle and pain and suffering, but it's all worth it. Just to have that sense of accomplishment when you start to see it all unfold and manifest. And then it starts to actually become easier in a way, because even though new challenges will come about, we just become stronger, we just become better, and we start to face those challenges with more courage. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for today. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And if you're feeling like life is really tough, that's okay, because life can be tough sometimes. But start to, realize all the beautiful gifts, all the beautiful opportunities, the gift within the suffering. The gift within the challenge. It's to test your might and bring out the best in us. If life were always just super easy with no challenge, then we would never grow. We would never discover our, highest potential. And so give thanks for wherever you are in your life. And if you have any beliefs that are holding you back, start to question them. Start to question, where did these beliefs arise from? And once we can start to get to the root of them, and we can start to, pluck them out of our inner garden, the garden of our mind, and start to, open up that soil to plant new beliefs that are going to serve us in a better way. So yeah, that's it for today. Have an amazing day. Peace and limitless love.